Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Please come in, like, and share the video. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Please, as you come in, like and share. Come in and share. Happy weekend, everybody. It's Friday. Every woman is a blessing, a special kind of being. And not by far. This woman is the pillar of the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. Please, as you come in, like and share. Jealousy, your best one. Please, as you come in, like and share. Invite someone to invite somebody. I know it's been a while. You'll be blessed. If you say you are cursed, you'll be so. The tongue is power. Use it with wisdom. Welcome, guys. Please, as you come in, like and share. Your tongue is power. Use it with wisdom. Not to destroy. Let's get together. Ay, 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 ay. Welcome, my lovely fountainers. Please, as you come in, like and share. Like and share. Do me a favor, click on the like button. Together. You cannot hate when you love. When you love. Please come in, like and share the video. Welcome, everybody. Happy weekend. We are chosen by God. We are chosen by God. Beautiful girl, welcome, darling. I see you. Please, as you come in, like and share as you come in, please. Like, share, subscribe. Hello, hello, greetings, hi. As you join in, please remember to like and share, subscribe. Do me a favor and subscribe if this is your first time here. MD Samim, I see you. Mark Flurry, I see you.
Treating others the way we want to be treated. We are chosen. We are loved. We are lovers. We are women.
You are a woman. The power of a praying man. The power of a praying woman.
We are the champions. We are the leaders. We are the prayer warriors. We are the home builders. We are the fountain that will never run dry. We are beautiful and wonderful.
Say hi, say hello.
Yes, we can.
Where are you watching from?
Together we can move mountains. The time is now.
Hi, Jay Yakuma. Hiya. Thanks, Samin. Please come in, like and share. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. I'm Bella, your host. If this is your first time here, I welcome you all. Please do feel free. Here we talk about everything socio-economic and cultural, and sometimes a splash of fashion when need be. For all my with the new subscribers, if you're new to this channel and this is your first time stumbling on my channel, if you like the content or you love the topic that we actually discuss or the subject matter, do me a favor to subscribe. Like, if you just go on the top right hand side of your screen, 3 dots, click on that and you will see the thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, and when you subscribe, please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so whenever I am live or I drop a video, you will not miss a thing. And for all my returning subscribers, I appreciate you all from the depth of my heart. Thank you all for your continuous love and support. Thank you all for all your constructive feedbacks. And it's, through those feedbacks that we can actually grow together, we can learn together, we can build a better community together. So keep those constructive feedbacks coming. I appreciate all of it. And for those who are always watching from the back, the silent watchers, I appreciate you. Some of you come to my inbox to tell me how the show was, and some of you suggest topics that we can actually discuss on the platform. So I appreciate your contributions as well. So today we're going to go straight to it because we haven't got much time. We're working based on the baby. All right, watching from India. Welcome. Thank you, Samim. Thank you. How is India today? How is the weather? Is it very hot or is it cold? So today we're going to go straight into our topic for today because we're working based on the baby. All right. And so as you can see, the topic for today, like I said, we're talking about side chicks in marriage or marriages. And the caption, give me a moment. And the caption of it is how side chicks make marriages to work. How side chicks make marriages to work. So that's the caption for today's show. I know a lot of people will be looking at it. For those of you who don't know who side chicks are, I want to presume that everybody knows what a side chick is. A side chick is basically somebody who is having an affair with a married man. So you have a married guy who has a family or a wife, and he goes out and have an extramarital affair with another lady. The other lady is commonly known as side chick, from where I come from, Cameroon. Okay, so for those of you who don't understand what a side chick is, so that's basically who a side chick is. Somebody who is having a marital or a relationship with a married guy. Okay, a man who already has a family. That is a side chick. You are a side chick. So there is this interview that took place on a platform, a Nigerian platform, and a lady was actually interviewed, and she's very confident and bold to talk about her being a side chick, and she's very happy and proud to say she's a side chick, and she goes to defend her behavior with the fact that people like herself, the side chicks, are actually helping married couples like myself and many other people to stay longer in their relationships. But is that actually the case? Is that actually the case? So we're going to be looking at that, what she said, and what we can take from that, and what advice we can give to such a person. And then we're also going to talk about Kobolistic Kobos of Laugh and Learn talk show. She did a post. Anybody who doesn't know that Kobolistic Kobos is a prominent social media influencer, motivational speaker, or vlogger and blogger in the Cameroon community or Cameroonian community 237. So she did a post, I think it was a day or two ago, about relationship, about mental abuse in the relationship. She put up this post, which I'm going to read it. I suppose that I'm quite disappointed with. I will read that post and then we'll talk about that as well. So we're going to be trashing relationship issues as a whole today. One of it will be the side chicks, and then the other one will be mental health in mental well-being in the relationship. Now let's go straight to the first part of the show, which will be side chick actually enhancing marriage couples. Now, the interview that was given, I want us to listen to it, and then we'll talk about it. So I'll play the interview, you can listen, and then we'll crack on from there. Please feel free to drop your opinion. Feel free to say what you think or believe. And on this channel, we don't discount anybody's opinion. As long as you put it across responsibly and respectfully, we appreciate it. Okay, where are we?
Do you think side chicks make marriages last? Of course they do. What do they specially do? We're going to use Lagos as a case study. And then from my own personal experience, you and your husband, you live in VGC.
So the lady who is talking now is a side chick. So this is a proud side chick. I call her president of Side Chick Association. Excuse me. So she's literally explaining why she believes people like herself are actually helping marriages in Nigeria or across the world. So let's listen.
And I live where I live. Chevron, Ekota Villa. Now he's been on that traffic from VI, wherever his office is. Boom. If he's driving, even worse. He has a driver. Hallelujah. At least he's not stressing so much. He drives and gets to Chevron and gets to me. And I'm by the door to open the door for him. He comes inside. I hug him. I give him a peck. Depends on how he made me feel the previous day. So he comes inside and I'm asking him, hey, baby, how are you? How was work? Did your day go okay? While I'm doing that, I'm taking off his shoes. You know, like he's seated. I'm taking off his shoes. If he's wearing socks, obviously, I'm taking it off and then giving him a little foot massage while pep talking him about how his day went. And I'm attentive to listen to him vent about what happened in the office and what didn't happen. And after that, and you know, in all of these conversations, I probably would have moved from his legs and I'm sitting on him.
Evia Clarence, welcome, Daddy Big Sis. I see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We are talking side chicks today. So we're listening to a profound side chick telling us how people of her kind are actually helping our marriages to last.
This the wife won't do at home in most cases, but she doesn't have time. Me, I have the whole day. I have the whole time in the world because that is how he sees me every time he comes. So he's used to that pamper that he probably doesn't get at home. So I'm sitting on his laps. He's grabbing my butt.
Okay, so what this girl is, or the lady is trying to say, let me give her some respect. What this lady is trying to say here is, if she's a side chick and there's a madam at home or the wife is at home, the reason why the husband is coming to her as a side chick, probably to decompress, to distress. When he's got a tough day at work, he would probably prefer to drive all the way. It's not new. The times that we hear about married couple or married men who leave work, and you're meant to finish work at 6 o'clock, and he only shows up at home at about 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and he will come out with this random excuse as to why he's late. He's returned late from work. That's because some of them, as you can hear, because they've literally changed their direction from work. Instead of driving home, they are going to see a side chick somewhere. And what this side chick is saying is they know what these married men actually want from them. They know what's missing at home. So they know that when this married men come to them, they know exactly what to do in order to keep them. So this guy is coming knowing fully well that she's going to giving him all the attention. She's going to show him all the love. She's going to make sure that she listens, the side chick, she listens to him. She's going to massage him, ask about his day and all these things. Okay. And this is quite interesting because a lot of us in relationships, let's listen to it. Let's finish listening to the interview and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in general because I don't want to do it in bits and bits. I beg, I need plenty side chick for come help me. What
if I'm doing with somebody's
Okay, hold on.
At this point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient. I don't think I'm destroying anybody's home because their husband is my supposed boyfriend. That's not my business. You meet married men that 6 months, 3 months, they don't have sex at home. But they want to fuck you every day. They come to their girlfriend's house. They want, as they enter, they want just they do. But at home, There is nothing. So how you go? So that's my fault that you're not having fun at home, and that you can have that fun with me a million times in a day if you so wish. You will always come to me.
Once the man is married,
Yes.
he should be out of bounds.
For who?
How is it
Life
your
is
fault?
preference, right? I like to date married men. You cannot date married men. Let me do what works for me. Primary thing that keeps that man coming back is the sex. It's not anything else. I'm gonna go into sex a little bit.
Tell me more, mommy.
You see, so this girl is very, it's the courage for me, it's the courage with which she talks about it, how the sexual attention that she pays to this guy. I like that. Big sis, say high profile what? That's a very posh way to put it. That's a very sophisticated way to put it, honestly. So yeah, she is narrating how she would give it to a married man. Okay, let's listen to the last part of the interview, and then we'll carry on from there.
Whatever I'm doing with somebody's husband, I know that it is temporary. My feelings are in check. There are boundaries. You can't call them at a certain time. When they leave you, they block your number. So you text them anything after the time that you guys are spending, the message bounce back, and they are conscious enough to remember to unblock you the next day when they leave the house. On a decrease, you know what I mean, decrease. That wife that they come and post today, oh, my wife is, they probably not even spoke that night before.
Period.
Yes, now. It's just fulfilling your obligation as a husband. And
You go post your wife on social media and talk about the quarrel.
2 weeks, they never
Yes,
talk.
now.
6 months, they have not had
Yeah.
sex.
So that
And they are just
This, she's not far from the truth. Basically, she's not far from the truth. There are a lot of couples that actually go like, sex free for a long period of time, but they don't have to come and scream it to the whole world that this is what is happening. I'm lacking in this domain in my marriage. They don't have to scream it to the world. Okay, that this happens to couples. Any married couple that you have those phases in your marriage where you're probably having this tough time, you're going through these challenges, and of course, if you're going through challenges, you will not have that urge, that excitement to want to be intimate. And so this side chick is telling you that she's there to cover the gap for us, the married women. Let's keep listening.
doing and marrying. It's just role, responsibilities that you're fulfilling as a partner to this person. Then we, that is outside, we make your life a lot easier. You come, we rub your head, we pull your shoe, we massage your feet. You know, there's some men that don't drink at home, but they drink.
This is funny. This part where the lady is talking about, you come in, we pull you down, we rub your head. Someone actually told me, back in my uni days, my undergrad days, somebody was narrating a story, and she said that most of these men, when they come to the side chicks, they come there. Sometimes they don't even have to be intimate with these side chicks. Some of them, you just need to rub their head. This men, you just need to rub their head and massage their shoulders, and they're giggling like chickens, or like somebody, like a lunatic that they're being tickled. So I'm not surprised that this lady is saying this. The moment I heard her say this story just came to my mind. I couldn't stop laughing. Big sis, rubbing the head.
Drink outside. There's some men that don't smoke at home. They smoke outside.
This is an eye opener. This is an eye opener. What she's trying to say that there are some men who actually do certain things, exhibit certain behavior or character traits when they're with their side chicks, that they don't necessarily do those things at home. But why is that the case? Why is that the case? We'll talk about that.
I can make you smoke. It's my bad trait, but you would do it because you want to be with me. A lot of people that are single cannot provide like people that are married. If David comes for me today, nobody's going to know about it. Oh, I chop clean my mouth. Nobody even knows, because I'm sure there are people that he's having.
This is, I chop clean my mouth. For those of you who don't know, say I chop clean my mouth. Basically, she's saying she's lip tight when it comes to her relationship or her affairs with married men. She does it. Nobody needs to know. even her closest friend would never know that she's dating that married man. That's exactly what she's saying. Like she takes it to her grave. Principal, big sis, happy Friday. Welcome. I see you. So, the Side Chick Association, they are on fire. When I saw this, I could not believe my ears.
Things to do with that not even on the media. Chama is the woman at home. I am the other woman. Always will be. Because I'm not sure I want to be the woman at home. That my husband goes out and falls in love with another woman and comes back home to pretend that he's still in love with me.
But you want to be the other woman that the husband leaves the woman at home.
Oh yeah,
to go and
you
fall
know
in
why
love
that
with.
woman enjoys
Okay,
the more because she doesn't
Sasha.
expect so much from him.
Very important,
She's
hustling
hardly
first.
disappointed because she knows that he's not mine anyways. Before she got in to be the other woman, she knew there was somebody. At this point, this is what I'm looking for. And I can easily and comfortably get that thing that I'm looking for from a married guy that I know I am not interested in getting married to. And he also knows that his feelings for me are temporary. If he falls in love and decide he wants to get married to me, that's on him. If I like him too much, I will marry him.
Me, I look at people as experiences. Like, this person is an experience, that person is another whole other experience. The way this person might care about you, the way this person might maybe pick up the phone to call you in the morning, that other person might not do that. His own way might be texting you. His own way might be sending you breakfast. Like, people are different
Love
experiences.
languages.
You see, that is it. That's the little part of the interview that I actually captured for us to actually listen to and talk about this side chick business. First of all, marriage. When somebody gets into matrimony, the intention is for you to be together, but you have to be realistic. In every relationship, there's no perfect relationship. In life, there is no perfect. There's no plain sailing in any relationship. It doesn't matter how much you love this person. It doesn't matter how much you love this person. There will come a time when there will be misunderstanding. Mind you, marriage is has to do with two people who come together, two complete strangers, opposite characters, come together to become one, live under the same roof, and build a family. They have had two separate upbringing. It doesn't, even if they stay together, it's like siblings. You can have siblings. Like, for example, in my family, we are 5 girls, and we all have different character traits. Then talk about somebody who is not even related to you, who grew up from a different environment. You have to live with this person. You have to live with this person for the rest of your life, day in, day out, till death do you part. Now, in this, when this happens, there will be time where, you know, ideologies will clash, interests will clash, and there are people, or there are times where you successfully resolve those differences, and there will be times where you will be struggling to come to, you know, to meet in the middle or come to a compromise as a couple. That's but normal. Every couple goes through that phase. Every relationship would have to overcome a hurdle. Now, what this side chick is saying is there are men, married men, who during such phases or, you know, challenges in their marriages, or maybe without even such challenges, will go out to look for, you know, extra affairs with other women. Ivy Love, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Happy Friday. They will go out there to have other extramarital affairs with side chicks. And these side chicks are actually aware that these men are married, but they're happy to take them. They're happy to take them because they know they're not going to be dealing with this man's madness. Mind you, this girl, let me tell you something that's happening. When I listen to this girl's interview, 2 things come to my mind, okay? The first thing is that this girl must have gone through a traumatic past. She must have gone through a traumatic past. So Papi King, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Happy weekend. She must have gone through a traumatic past. So Papi King, you have to watch it from the beginning. And Ivy Love, darling, because you guys came in. I've just played some voice note about the side chick bragging about dating married men. So she must have had a traumatic past, either, you know, from a male figure that was in her life, be it her dad or be it a previous boyfriend or a previous partner, because it's almost like she has no respect for herself as a woman. When you hear her talk, it's almost like the man, she's like an object to a man. Because when you are a woman who sees yourself with so much value and virtue, you will not speak with such confidence. She says life is a preference. She prefers to date married men. No. And they will never make you a wife. You know, knowing fully well that he has a wife. That's just telling you the level of trauma she may have gone through. Maybe there was never a male role model in her life. She never saw her dad, or her dad was never there, or he was in and out of their lives. So for her, she doesn't value a man. Maybe the first male person that she ever loved, which maybe her father, was not present to show her how a man is meant to love a woman. And for that reason, that's probably why she's doing what she's doing. Or secondly, she's probably just one of those people who doesn't want to ever get married. And because they don't want the responsibilities that come with being a married woman. You know how some people, you say, oh, I love kids, I love babies, I'll have your baby, but I would love to have a baby, but not of a baby of my own, because I can take yours and keep it for a bit, and I know that I'll give it back. It's different when it's yours that you have to be with them 24/7. So probably this is the case with this girl, where she knows this guy, she doesn't have to deal with this guy's wahala. She doesn't have to deal with his nonsense, with his shortcomings. Maybe he's disorganized, he's snoring, all those kind of things. He knows he's only going to come in temporarily. Only temporarily, to deal with her and leave. So she's happy to continue with that relationship instead of committing into a marriage where she knows she has to make so many sacrifices or compromises. Evia Clement says, men, what spice does that outside do? What spice does that outside do? God, that the one in the house don't have. Men, please put that spice under this comment. Make I go buy them. We all need to know the spice. We all really need to know what kind of spice is there. Some of them say they don't want to keep eating rice every day, so they want to go eat fufu corn and kati outside. Not knowing fully whether that fufu corn and the kati can have a very strong bone that you go to swallow it and it gets stuck in your throat. I don't know how to get rid of it. So it would have been better for you to just keep eating your rice, even if you chew it or swallow it. You would never. It's difficult for you to to get choked or something hooked to your throat. So that's how I look at this girl. That's how I look at this girl. And like I was saying earlier on, every marriage has its challenges. Every marriage. This situation I'm going to talk about, I will talk on both ways, both for the women and the men. I'll talk for both women and men. So people can say most men are just so stupid. They don't think. When they met their wives, those ladies were bomb and sweet as well. But childbirth, thank you, I was going to come to that. And others have changed them. Somehow invest on your women, please. Yes, absolutely, support picking. Thank you so much for that point. When we are dating, every married couple, when you're dating, so many, 90% of married couples, when they're dating, you have all these date nights, do this and do that, do this and do that, spending more time together, actually listening to one another, making sure you're looking good all the time, smelling nice, and what have you not. But then when they get married, some of these people just let go. Some of these people let go. And trust me, it's not just the women. It's not just the women, because you're thinking about what makes these men or women to go out to look for, let's focus on the men. What makes these men go out to look for a side chick? It could be one of the reasons. Not excusing their bad behavior, because there's no excuse as to why a man will go and get a side chick. There is no excuse whatsoever. But these are these are some of the excuses we always come up with, which I feel, if that's the case, some of us women, we can work on it. And it's not something that is undoable. Okay, it's not something that is undoable, because if you are in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship and you're always looking nice, smelling good, and being polite, a lot of women do that. And as soon as you become the wife, you become a nightmare. You become a nightmare. You become a tramp on the street. You don't take care of your body anymore. You don't wear bras. Your breast is on your waistline. You know, you dress with these big pineapple pants when you used to buy Victoria's Secret before. You don't brush your teeth, you don't do your hair nicely, and all those things. And you're taking away that spiciness that was not married. These are some of the things that you can fix. These things that I'm talking about, the things that you can fix. There are certain things like what Support Peking has actually put there that you cannot fix. It's been natural. When a woman puts to bed, the woman can never be the same. It can never be, the anatomy changes. It changes completely from inside out. It's not the same. And some of these men need to understand that that's the case. When you marry a woman, be prepared that these changes are bound to happen. And when they happen, be prepared to accept it. How are you going to accept it? You need to encourage a woman to love her body, to love the changes that are actually happening to her instead of looking outside. Because that same body that you're looking at, my big sis, class is saying the spicy syndrome. That same spicy syndrome that you're looking for outside is the same spicy vajayjay that you had in your wife before she had all the babies. Before she had all the babies and has become so weak and not as, you know, as elasticated as it used to be before. But that's because this wife of yours has, you know, birthed beautiful kids for you. Side chicks have nothing to lose. They will do everything possible to hold those men because they are there for the purpose, and when it's attained, then they will act as pleased. Yes, like the lady was saying in the voice note, when the guy comes in, you know, when the husband comes in to see her from work, you know, she's massaging him and she goes straight, you know, with intimacy. This is very unrealistic for married couples, especially when you have a family. It's very unrealistic. And that's only a selfish man would not see that he's not being understanding with the situation at home, because you don't expect that this woman who is at home, who is being so, you know, she's worked so hard, maybe she's gone to work, she's come back, she has to cook, she has to clean, she has to prepare the things for the kids for the next day. Oh, big sis Ivy, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, me, Andy. Thank you so much for coming. The wife has done all these things and she's tired. The best thing that she can do is welcome you with all, you know, with all pleasure when you come home. She can hug you and ask you, darling, how was your day? She can take you back into the room. Maybe not all the time, because she also gets very tired. But you don't expect that wife to be like that side chick who is there waiting for you. Literally, this is what side chicks do. You call them that, darling or babes, whatever they call them. I'm coming over. And all they do is get into their skimpy bikinis or lingeries, and they're sitting, you know, legs straight. And most of these side chicks are always very ugly. Why is it that the men always go for ugly side chicks? They leave leather shoes and go to Chang. This is a simple truth. Most men, the side chicks are so, oh God. You that side chick, all you're doing is you're sitting in the couch, just lounging and waiting for him to come. You've probably not done anything the whole day. You've gone and done your manicure, your pedicure, you've done your massage, you've had your dinner, you had your glass of champagne or, you know, mimosa in the morning, and you're all hyped up and you're waiting for somebody else's husband. And you, the guy who thinks that is realistic, or you're missing that at home, you must be a very selfish man. You must be a very selfish man, because you don't take into consideration what your wife is actually doing aside giving you 24/7 that intimacy that you so crave. Principle said, I just believe that any man who cheats marry their wife for another reason, not love. And most of them that cheat have low self-esteem. Thank you so much, Big Sis. You don't love, because when you love somebody, you don't want to hurt that person. When you love somebody, you cannot hurt that person. When you love somebody, you'll be patient, you'll be tolerant, you will understand. You will communicate your differences. You will communicate your dissatisfaction with that person. You will not go out intentionally to hurt that person, because anybody who cheats is intentional. Cheating is an intentional act. You don't just get up and cheat. And because every man, you're an adult, you know the consequences of cheating. You know fully well that if you're caught cheating by your wife or family members, you know the consequences, the possible outcome, yet you still go to do it. That's selfishness. And the low self-esteem that my big sis is saying there is true, because these side chicks are robbing their ego. It's robbing your ego. Maybe the wife is not robbing your ego, So this side chick is like, oh, you're my world, you're the best thing that ever happened. Oh, darling, you're so sweet, you're so kind, because you're that money you're supposed to give for that child's book, you're giving to the side chick. And you feel because she's telling you all those words, she loves you. No, she doesn't love you. She loves the money. She loves the financial assistance that you're giving to her. She doesn't love you. So both of you are fooling each other. FBI Clearance says, after marriage, a woman will start to grow jama and grass for garden as a Do you know that? FBI Clearance. I was talking with somebody. Very close, a close person. And we're talking about feminine hygiene and the things that we should do as women. And I was talking about a woman, taking care of the feminine garden, making sure the vajayjay is trimmed and cleaned and nicely watered. And this person said to me, what? Do women really have to shave their vajayjays? I was like, excuse me. Don't tell me that you don't do it. The person said to me, no, I don't. I've never shaved my vajayjay. All I could think of was a bushy something. The horror image I had in my brain, I was like, oh no. And literally I had to hold myself back to say, no, don't show this kind of, like, feeling. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe what I'm hearing. This is 2024 and a grown-up is surprised that a woman is supposed to shave her vajayjay. Like, seriously? Or am I crazy to think that we should be shaving, looking after it and making sure that there's no forest down there? Because this person was like, as if I'm crazy, that why should we be shaving down there? On the other hand, some women are the ones who push their husbands outside. I have a friend whose husband loves fashion. He wants her to dress in a particular style, especially when going out, but she refuses to do so. She dressed like a typical graphic girl. Excuse me, Super Pikin. Do not talk about us like that. What do you mean by a typical graphic girl? Oh my God. What an insult. Super Pikin, take back that word. Take back that statement. There's no way you can say that she dresses like... No. She dresses like a Southwesterner. Southwesterners don't know how to dress. Don't even call us graphic girls. What graphics? We can kill. We slay. Edit that comment, Super Pikin. No style, no taste. In a situation like that, if he bumps into a woman and he likes the style, he might be tempted to cheat. Be tempted all you want. Be tempted. Even Jesus was tempted by the devil, but you have to resist temptation. If you love your wife, you will look past that dressing. That's the honest truth. Cheating is the worst thing that you can do to a woman or to a man. Cheating. That's violation, because marriage is like two bodies becoming like, one. And then you bring in a third party to desecrate that sacredness of your union. Because once a man, the truth is, when you cheat in a relationship, that relationship will never be the same. Forget it. Forget the reconciliation. Forget moving forward. The relationship will never be the same. Something will be taken out of that relationship. Something will be taken off. The relationship will never be the same. You're never going to feel safe any longer in that relationship, especially you, a woman. You will never feel safe, because the back of your mind, you think that can always happen again. And that can also keep playing in your mind that somebody has eaten the fruit that is yours. Vivi Beauty, welcome, darling. I see you. Happy Friday. It's not a mistake, Big Sis Ivy. Cheating is never a mistake. You see people say, a man says, I don't know what came over me. You know what came over you. You were lost. You were selfish. You were stupid. These are all the things that came over you. That's why you did what you did. It's nothing like I don't know what came over me. Extraordinary me. Welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Those side chicks wear bomb shorts. They cook and feed the men. They make them feel special. That's also because door men tell them what their wives... Yeah. for raising that point for picking, because as a good husband, and as a good wife, there should be communication between you two. And you should have realistic goals. It has to be realistic with the things you do. My big sis Ivy would somebody that is very versed with all these, putting things in place and be realistic about, or be intentional with the things that you do. She has a vlog herself on Facebook. She talks about parenting, and you have to be, and communication. She talks a lot about communication, parents communicating with the kids. It's the same in marriage. Communication in every relationship, it's very important. You have to talk among yourselves. You have to discuss with your wife how you want to be served, and be realistic with your need. It's not just wanting. Do you need it? Is it feasible? Can she do it? Can she actually do it alongside the other responsibilities that she's having? Can she do it? It's the question that we should be asking ourselves as husbands and wife. Don't just get up and say you want the person to wash your feet every time you come back from work, and then massage your back and rub it with oil, whereas this person also is working and has kids to look after and prepare for the next day, and then you have to have them do all these things. No, it's not correct. But if it's something that can be done, of course both of you would agree. In life you have to compromise. It's a give and take situation. It's a give and take situation. You cannot go to a side chick. A side chick, for instance, has no responsibilities. It's all she does is wait for you and pounce on you like I said, a hyena on heat. That side chick can be the one riding you as the man 24/7. Something that your wife would not do because she hasn't got that energy. The side chick will want to do all these gimmicks that is online that they're watching and all those things. The wife doesn't have to do those gimmicks. There's more in a relationship than just sex. Any man who goes out to cheat and uses sex as an excuse, that's a selfish man. That's a selfish man, because that is something that has to do with both of you. That has to do both of you. Some are saying, oh, I don't get enough. Why should you get enough? Why don't you get enough? Why don't you get enough? Women, we don't also get enough. But you see us women going out to cheat because we're saying, oh, our husbands don't give us enough. So why is it that it's only okay for a man to go out because a woman is not giving him enough? Who like for chocolate? There are what the principal say. Principle says there should be no justification. No, not at all. Not at all. There's never any justification. You have to take your responsibility for it. Because if you're not happy in the marriage, if it's that bad that you cannot cope, why don't you just move out of the marriage? Why don't you just separate? Why don't you just divorce the person? Better still, why don't you take time apart and sit so both of you can have a cool head and think about those things that you need to work on, and then see if it's something that you can come together and actually work towards and foster your relationship. Why would you go out to have an extra affairs? Mind you, sex is a very spiritual thing. Sex is a very spiritual thing. When you are with your wife and you're intimate, there's that spirit, you have that bond between you two. And you're going out to have these extramarital affairs with people that you don't even know their lifestyle, how they're living their life. Maybe they're going to juju houses and using charms in their vajayjays to do whatever they're doing, or they'll have their little fetishes that they're doing, and you're going there and carrying all those spirits and bringing into your marriage. Some of us are suffering in marriages, not knowing that it's our husbands that are coming out with all those curses from the rotten vajayjays that they go and dip into, the different ponds they go and dip into, and bring it at home and have to come and share with us. Not to talk about the diseases that are out there. Because if you are a responsible man, trust me, you have men who go out there, who go and they spend their time with these side chicks. They're intimate with these side chicks without any prevention or precaution or preventative methods. No condom whatsoever, nothing. That's why you hear side chicks coming out to say, oh, I have a baby for your husband. That's just to tell you how stupid, selfish, and wicked some men are. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Ivy. Temptation will come, but flee from it. Run and ask, like you literally ask your leg that you've never eaten and refused to give it. Run. Run. You have to avoid it. It's because of that selfishness and self-centeredness that a man who cheats will go out to cheat. And most time when they are cheating, it's just because of the sexual part of it. Something that is just so temporary. It's a momentary thing. And for a side chick to say that a man loves you, no. A husband can never love a side chick. Forget it. Forget it. He may just be having hard times at home, but he loves his wife. The side chick, you're just like a buffer blanket. A buffer blanket. And to think that these side chicks are actually saying that they are helping our marriages to last, it's the craziest thing that I've ever heard. To think that the side chicks can say that they're helping our marriages to last is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Because trust me, if you've ever been cheated upon, or anybody who's been cheated upon has opened up to you, has been, confident enough to tell you about their situation, you will understand. You will understand that when a man is cheating, the room to make amends in his relationship is zero. There's literally no allowance for him to make amends in the relationship. Why is that the case? Because he knows that selfishness in him knows that he doesn't care about what the wife is doing at home. He doesn't give a two-hoot. He doesn't give a rat ass. Whatever you do here, he doesn't care. When he leaves work or he leaves home, tells you he's going to see a friend or he's going to work, his branch is going to see his side chicks. He knows he's going to get his comfort there. He knows he's going to go where somebody's going to scratch his head. Somebody's not going to tell him about the school fees of the children. Somebody's not going to be asking him about pocket allowance for the kids or money for food. He's just going there for somebody to rub his head, massage his ego, mount him and tell him, blindfold him and tell him stupid things or things that he wants to hear, which are not even truthful. Okay, so he would not even have that time to sit and think that my marriage is falling apart. What can I do to fix it? Because he's got his own comfort somewhere. So why you, the wife, you are there wondering why your husband is not invested in the relationship? It's because there's a side chick somewhere. It's because there's a side chick somewhere. He knows I can do whatever I want to do. The madam, whatever, if you want to fly, you fly. If you want to shout, you shout. I have somewhere to go cool my head. I come back, I go straight to bed. You wonder why sometimes your husband comes home and you say, eat, honey. Oh, I'm not hungry, darling. I had lunch at work. No, it's a lie. Prince Melvin Nation, my darling bro, welcome, darling. I see you. Happy weekend. America and Wahala, welcome, my darling. I see you. Bella, I agree with you that cheating is not good. Trust me, some women send their husband outside with nagging attitude. There's no excuse. I know we nag, we do everything. It's no excuse for you to cheat. Because trust me, cheating is not only disrespectful to the wife, cheating is disrespectful to you, the man. A side chick will never respect your husband who is cheating with her. Trust me. They will never respect you. You know why? Because they know that if you can do it, cheat on your wife, you can definitely cheat on them. They will always have that at the back of their mind. So you're thinking you're doing yourself, you're very smart as a man cheating on your wife. The side chick is looking at you as a mugu, as a mumu. Trust me. She will never give you 100% respect. She'll never give you 100% guarantee in your relationship. Even if you marry her, trust me, a man who marries the side chick will lose their identity in that marriage. Look at you, Ledochi and Judy Austin. You will lose yourself in that marriage. Because you know why? You know that the woman will never value you, knowing fully whether you're a man with less value, a man who gave up his family for a side chick. Why should she respect you? This is a message I'm passing to the men. Going to cheat on your wife with a side chick, you will never gain that respect from your side chick, the respect that your wife gave you. You will never have it from a side chick. Even if you go ahead to marry that side chick will hold you, captive. The side chick will hold you captive. Peace person, my mama for life. Welcome, mama. I see you. Side chick is working for her money. Principal Big Sis, side chick is working for her money. Side chick doesn't care. Side chick will always be happy because side chick only sees you maybe 2 hours every day or maybe 3 times a week. cheating men are whack and have no excuse for their action, no excuse whatsoever. Prince Mary Nation says some women have abandoned their husband to that young girls are taking. What an insult, Prince Mary Nation. What does a young girl know about taking care of a man? International boss lady, God of justice, my sisters with the swag, the only woman of God with the swag. Welcome, sis. I see you. A woman, you can never, like I said, most men will go out to cheat. If you look at the wife and you look at the side chick, you will be thinking, what is wrong with that man? Is this, have they cursed these men that will actually abandon their wives, a woman with full package, to go and get some whack woman out there, as my sister Peace Person puts it? And get a whack human being out there, leave your leather shoes to go and get junk shoes. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? And why don't they think about the consequences? The love of a woman, us women, we love so hard. We are very emotional. We are very affectionate human beings. This is a message to all the men. As women, I hope I've welcomed everybody. As women, we are very affectionate or emotional beings. We love very hard. Men, take note. We love so hard. A woman is like fire. A woman is like fire. Okay. That you can use us for your comfort, which means, you know, like as fire, sometimes if it's cold, you go to the fireplace, you lit it up, you keep yourself warm, you cook with fire, you do other things with fire, massage with fire and all those things. You do these artistic things with fire. It's beautiful. But a woman can also burn you so bad. They say heaven fears no fury like a woman's scorn. That saying is not for nothing. When a woman finds a husband cheating, I said it to myself. I said, if I'm a husband and my wife should find me cheating, I'm just going to run. Because trust me, you don't know what women are capable of doing. Especially when a woman doesn't say a thing. Especially when a woman doesn't say a thing. I remember when I was in secondary school, a neighbor, one day a neighbor's husband just got up and disappeared, abandoned them, left the wife and the children and went. You know why he disappeared? Because the wife caught him cheating. The wife caught him cheating, and the wife saw him in bed with the woman and walked away. Never asked him, never screamed, never did anything. The wife went home. Some women have the guts. I couldn't do that. When I heard the story, I could not. I don't know how this woman did it. So the woman saw the husband with this other woman in bed. She didn't say anything. She didn't scream. She didn't shout, nothing. She didn't confront them. She just walked out, went home, prepared her husband's favorite dish. Served it on the table, put a bottle of something, his favorite drink on it, put a glass, and sat at home waiting for him to come. And the guy came home. We have a caller, I think. Hello, big sis. Hi, big sis. All right. Okay. All right then. Let me put you on then.
Topic.
Oh, thank you. Yes, you're on. Crack on.
Okay. Support begin. Your apology accepted. The next time you send Bamenda or graphic.
Thank you.
Catch you on
Thank you.
press your ear. But your apology is accepted, sweetheart. Anyway, this cheating thing, a lot of men do not understand. Us women, we love genuinely, like you said.
Yeah.
90% of women, if we say yes to you, it means we love you.
Yeah.
The 10% is probably for those ones that are just looking for money or shelter or somebody to hang their life on.
Yeah.
But when we love you and we come to you and you cheat on us, you've already lost almost all the respect. Even if we decide to stay, you no longer have respect.
I mean, somebody like me, if I know it, even if we are in the bed, I will never ever even feel free or comfortable, because I'll just be thinking in my head like, what were you doing with her? How were you doing it with her? Am I even enough? You know, all those nonsense questions.
Yeah.
And this put us into depression. It put us into a lot of stress.
Yes.
So men that really love their home and love their wife and children would never cheat.
Thank you.
Maybe for me, I can accept cheating. Like if we just started, I would say, okay, maybe you still have some things to finish up. But if we are already in the marriage going 2, 3, 4, 5 years and you're still doing it, in my mind now, I know you do not love me or you don't care about me.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to continue to stay there. I don't see any reason to continue to justify your reasons, because you've proven it. You don't care about me.
Thank you.
That's how I think. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. I appreciate your contribution. Extraordinary Me, I'm looking at your comments. Sorry, I've been off track the comment section. I'm looking at the comment. I'm not seeing. Please put your comment again. Extraordinary Me, there's a comment there that you put, but it's been retracted. Please put your comment. Extraordinary Me. Extraordinary Me, say, Bella, please read my comment. Read me. I'm reading. I'm looking for it. I cannot find it. I'm just coming in, sis Bella, but great topic. You always deliver big time. Thank you so much, boss lady. Bella, that's why if my guy ever gets a baby with another woman, it's an automatic. And it is. It is, Super Pekin. You can't be sleeping with me without socks. And Super Pekin and does the same with another woman. No way. Trust me, but most of them do that, Super Pekin anyway. Extraordinary Me, where's your comment? Where is your comment? Vivi says, you busy hurting another, Vivi Beauty says, you're busy hurting another woman, claiming helping. Yeah, that's sick. It's sick mentality. It's a sick mentality. Extraordinary Me, I can't see your comments, darling. That's dangerous. The woman had a plan to quarantine. Thank you so extraordinary. Let's continue the story. So this lady came back. This lady came back home, prepared his favorite dish. Oh, beautiful Queen B, welcome, my darling sis. I see you. Prepared his favorite dish. Served, sat on the table, waited for him to come. The guy came in. The woman did not say anything. She did not ask him anything. She said, eat. Eat. The guy said he's not hungry. The woman said, no, I prepared your favorite dish. You have to eat. The guy said he's not hungry. The woman said, okay, I prepared your food. You don't want to eat? Fine, I'm going to bed. So the woman went to bed. The next day, the woman left, went to work. The guy went to work. And before the woman came back from work, this guy had packed his little bag and ran, left home, and went to meet his parents. This woman did not go to check. The woman waited 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. 1 week came. The husband was nowhere to be found. The wife went to the boy's parents and said, please, my husband has been here for a week now. I don't know what he told you guys, but he's left without saying a word. I didn't know where he was. I was only told by people that they've seen him in his parents' house. Please, can somebody, can he tell us why he ran away from the house? So the wife said to the husband, please, can you explain to us? Maybe you make us understand better. Can you please tell your parents and myself why you're running away from your matrimonial home? And that's how that guy broke down and started confessing and crying and asking for forgiveness from the wife and all whatnot. And, and the wife told him, spend some time with your parents. And then when you're prepared to make some changes for yourself, you can come back. And that guy was away for, quite a bit. And then he came back home and, they worked, as some people would have it. They worked on their marriage and, they're still together now. But trust me, that guy did just the right thing. Like Extraordinary Me said, any person, if I were in that guy's shoes, I would not even come back. For a woman to behave in that manner, that you literally see your husband in bed with another woman and say to him and say nothing and prepare his favorite dish and serve him his favorite drink, trust me, I would go and never come back. That's just to tell me that you're just going to quarrel me. I can't even sleep and cover my eyes because you can bring scotch scourging hot water to come and finish me at night. So I would not even sleep. So this is a situation. And they're still together. Yes, they're still together, sport picking. But trust me, yes, he admitted to his mistakes. He stayed with his parents. It's a story that's actually in the quarters. When I was growing up, it was a big story, big issue. You know how gossip would fly, little whispers here. That's how we got to know that that's what happened. Muma, is that a wig on you, on your head? Love it, but have been curious about it. Yes, it's a Muma is actually, it's a band, and this is attached to the band. So literally what I'm wearing, I can take this off. I have different types. I can literally take this off now as we sit and put on another one. That's how advanced people are. So literally this is not attached to my hair. This is like a cap. I can literally take this off and wear something else. So I have just bakala underneath. I just, you know, just my bakala underneath. I just wear this on top of it. Yeah. And it's quite cheap, Muma. It's very cheap. It's so cheap. Thank you so much, beautiful Queen B. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I have them in different colors. Literally, I have them in different colors. I have them in black, in brown, in burgundy, in what's the other one I have it in? Oh God. Yeah, there's another color that I have. Yes, it's very pretty girl. Thank you so much. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that's how that guy left. Okay, I'll send you, sis. I'll send it to you after the show. I'll forward you the link. You'll be shocked at how much. It's very cheap. So that's how that guy came back. And that's the thing with a lot of us. Some of these men don't understand. Women are very vicious. The way a woman loves you is the same way a woman can destroy you, especially when it has to come with matters of her heart. If you have ever if somebody has ever broken up with you, if a guy has ever broken up with you, you know how painful it is when you're just boyfriend and girlfriend. Then think about it. Think about your husband, somebody that you thought you would spend the rest of your life. You thought you would spend the rest of your life with this person, only to know that this person has literally violated your union and is with someone else. There is no way a side chick can say they are helping to make our marriages work, because trust me, they fail to understand. This is what people fail to understand. People can still be in a marriage, but they are not actually married. You heard that statement where people say married but living single, right? You're married but living single, which means you are married, but you're not living as married couple. There are people who are actually married, but because their husbands are cheating on them, like I said, they're trying to have both worlds. They don't care if the wife is happy, because they are getting their own selfish happiness from the side chick. They are doing whatever they want to do, and they don't care to resolve the situation at home. So while the wife is sulking, they're sleeping, backing each other. Perhaps the wife is even sleeping in the guest quarters. The husband is sleeping in the main room, or the husband is sleeping in the guest quarter, and the wife is sleeping in the main room, because of a side chick. Because if you take away that side chick, that guy will have no excuse but to try and make his marriage work. Will try to sit down and talk and discuss with his wife and make sure that that union should work. So, Madam Side Chick, there's no way you cannot say you're helping the marriage work. You're helping the marriage in the fact that you're just prolonging the pain in the marriage. Side chicks prolong the pain in marriages. That's the best way I can put it. They prolong the pain in marriages. They prolong the breaks and cracks in marriages, because the wife will be there. Not everybody is courageous enough to walk away. Not everybody is courageous to walk away. For shame, for family's name, for children's sake, and for many other reasons, for financial reasons, they will just stay there. Okay? And this man is still maintaining his relationship with a side chick. So he's running 2 households. Why the woman is there wondering why my husband is not making any effort. The husband is there saying, I don't care what you do. I'm enjoying myself here. Every time I have my ready-made ndum, as my woman of God, Boss Little, will say. have got, oh, sis, whenever you say this dumb thing, I cannot believe that you're saying this. You have your ready-made staying doom somewhere where you can just call, pick up a phone and say, is it ready? Is it nice, baked and, you know, nice and warm, waiting for me? And they'll just say yes, because they know every time you come, you dip in the pond, you will leave money behind. Every time you come, you dip in the pond, you will leave money behind. Yes, Busted, every time you say doom, sis, you should see me cracking up. I'm laughing like a lunatic every time you use that word doom on your show. Oh, God. Oh, this community can make one go mad, I swear. So why you, the side chick, you're there thinking you're making somebody's marriage work? No, madam, you're destroying it. You're destroying someone else's marriage. And if you're that husband and you feel like you're not happy in your marriage, instead of staying there and causing pain for someone's daughter, someone's child, it's better for you to tell them to leave, or you walk away from that marriage. The worst is when you have children involved, because trust me, when you're in a relationship and you have children involved, it's so difficult for you both to navigate that marriage without those children feeling that negative energy. If you guys know what I mean, if a man has ever cheated and they have kids in that relationship, it's so difficult for you guys to disguise that friction among you two without the children feeling it. They would know. You cannot pretend. You can't keep pretending. The kids will know something is not right. Something is not right. There's just something. Mommy and daddy are disconnected. And the worst thing that can happen is for those children not to understand what is happening. Their life is like upside down. They feel unsafe. They don't feel protected. They feel like their life is not certain. And then that can literally destroy the psychological well-being of those children. That's why sometimes it's better for you guys. If you think that it's becoming so toxic, it's becoming so contagious, it's better to step aside for the sake of the kids, to make sure those kids are protected. And that's why some people always say, I think we are better parents while we are apart from each other. It's better. You're great parents when you're separated from each other. So no, Madam Side Chick. Whatever you do, there's no part in the world that a side chick would ever enhance a marriage. If anything, a side chick will destroy, will hinder any resolution. A side chick will hinder any human being, any husband, from thinking independently why you got married to your wife in the first place and what you can do to rekindle that relationship and bring it back to where it used to be. And bring it back to where it used to be. Side chicks are only stumbling blocks to communication, because they know that they don't really need to talk to their wives. They probably think, okay, if my wife is not willing to listen to me, I have somebody I can go to talk to and share my pain, and they're going to rub my shoulder and scratch my head, and I'll be fine, and I come home and I sleep. So literally taking away that medium of communication among husband and wife. So there's a lot more destruction that side chicks are actually causing in marriages that should never be underestimated. A cheating married man is stupid. They go to the side chicks to invest on STDs. Thank you. My classmate is in a care home now because her husband gave her HIV. She couldn't handle it and it went mental and she did colo. Even syphilis. Sometimes syphilis, when you have it and it stays in you for too long, because sometimes people have this contracted syphilis and they don't actually spot it early, and before you know it, it's really eating up into your system and it can literally affect the brain cells. I know of a situation where somebody told me that their husband had been cheating. How did they know that the husband had been cheating? The husband had been cheating and he caught STD. He caught an STD. I don't know, it was chlamydia or whatever he caught. And this wicked, selfish man, guys, this wicked, selfish guy went on to treat himself quietly. He went to private treatment, went and did the treatment consultation, treated himself from this STD and kept it shush from his wife. He never told. This is how wicked some men are. This is how selfish some men are. He went and treated himself for this STD and never uttered a word to the wife. He'd never said anything. This wife was tidying up. Fortunately for her, and unfortunately for the man, she came across the medication that he was taking. And that's how he confronted him. And he said it's because he had the disease, he had to. And she was crying. She cried and she went and checked and she had it. And she was placed on treatment as well. She had to take the course of the treatment as well. That's how wicked some men are. You don't understand the consequences of your action. Because he was probably scared to tell the wife that, oh, honey, you need to go and treat yourself for this STD. Because the wife will be thinking, how come we've got it? Okay, questions will be asked. So in order to cover up his dirty work, he wanted to instead, quarrel the wife by not telling her that, you know what, I've been putting my stick in the lady pond and it's caught up with me. Ivy Lang is saying there are spiritual implications on defiling the marriage covenant. Absolutely. I said that earlier on. People should not underestimate. People should not underestimate this. I think that's what you're saying. Absolutely, absolutely, big sis. There are spiritual implications to bringing a third party into your matrimonial home or into your matrimony. What am I doing? Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. So if you're bringing a third party, know that you don't know the kind of spirits that this person is carrying, or the type of spirits that they possess, and you bring it. The good luck that you have, you're having a beautiful wife at home, a hardworking one, one with a lucky star, one who has 7 cents, can actually tell you to invest in this and that. You go and you take this bad spirit from somewhere and bring it in and ruin your marriage and make it counterproductive. Everything you're working so hard for is not happening for you, not knowing that you've brought in this rotten spirit from somewhere in your marriage. Us Black people can't handle HIV due to the way we stigmatized it in our community. Most of the Black carriers end up with mental health issues. Yeah, but it shouldn't be the case. That's why we need to keep talking about some of these illnesses. We need to keep talking about it. Too bad he infected her, was on his medication but left her with it without treatment. Yeah, so if she didn't find it, she would have been dying in silence without actually knowing that, and then he would have been cured from this disease, and then she'll probably find out that she has it, and she'll probably come to tell him now, oh honey, I've realized I've got STD or this illness, and he'll probably jump on her as if she is the one who's brought it from outside, whereas he was a culprit. Lulu, welcome, darling. I see you. Child God, help us never to locate such husband, wicked man. I'm telling you, Lulu. Treating himself without his wife, he will still get the sickness because he has already infected the wife. Yes, that was stupidity and selfishness of him, isn't it? A beautiful queen bee. Unless he was saying that he was going to having protective intercourse with the wife. This person, I remember one of our neighbor's wife quarreled before time because she couldn't handle the shock of being HIV positive. She went into depression as well and depreciated within no time. Oh God, is this our community? We need to keep talking about it, because people who have HIV can live a normal lifestyle. They can live like you and I. Some of them even live longer than some of us, as long as they're taking their medication and doing all their screening and making sure they're living on good diets and having a good health checks regularly. They would live so fine. They will live so fine. I remember I did a topic about stigmatization of diseases some time ago, and we had health professionals on the show that time, and they were giving so much ideas about, I remember Greener Pasture. Oh my God, I miss Greener Pasture. Greener Pasture talked about sometimes some people take the antiretroviral drugs so much so that the HIV is even goes undetected, which means it's really reduced it's limited that risk. So people need to know about these things so they don't have to go through this mental downhill just because they've been diagnosed with HIV. Bella, side chicks, many are that wicked. They would spread STD like it's free lunch. Yes, Mata, it's really sad that we still stigmatize these things. Right, so that's that. So before we go, I'm still gonna let me just play that one side chicks thing again, and then we'll go into the Kobolistic Kobos part. Okay.
Do you think side chicks make marriages last?
Of course they do.
What do they specially do?
We're going to use Lagos as a case study. And then from my own personal experience, you and your husband, you live in VGC. And I live where I live. Chevron, Ekota Villa. Now he's been on that traffic from VI, wherever his office is. Boom. If he's driving, even worse. He has a driver. Hallelujah. At least he's not stressing so much. He drives and gets to Chevron and gets to me. And I'm by the door to open the door for him. He comes inside. I hug him. I give him a peck. Depends on how he made me feel the previous day. So he comes inside and I'm asking him, hey, baby, how are you? How was work? Did your day go okay? While I'm doing that, I'm taking off his shoes.
This is a side
he's
chick.
Seated, I'm taking off his shoes.
Side chick.
If he's wearing socks, obviously, I'm taking it off and then giving him a little foot massage while pep talking him about how his day went. And I'm attentive to listen to him vent about what happened in the office and what didn't happen. And after that, and in all of these conversations, I probably would have moved from his legs and I'm sitting on him.
Thank you, Super Pekin.
This the wife won't do at home in most cases, but she doesn't have time. Me, I have the.
Thank you, Super Pekin. Super Pekin says that, Madam, you will not treat him like that, in that same way when him, and that's the truth. You cannot, because circumstances will change, the dynamics will change at home. You will not have that same energy, same everything. To oh my God, I get so frustrated when I hear this. They all talk about these things. There are so many podcasts these days where people spew nonsense. We need to be discerning to know what we listen and take into consideration. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Big Sis.
I have the whole time in the world because that is how he sees me every time he comes. So he's used to that pamper that he probably doesn't get at home. So I'm sitting on his laps. He's grabbing my butt.
This girl is dreaming. This girl is sick. This girl is sick. I'm telling you.
At this point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient. I don't think I'm destroying anybody's home because their husband is my supposed boyfriend. That's not my business.
This person grabbing her butt.
You meet married men that 6 months, 3 months, they don't have sex at home. But they want to fuck you every day. They come to their girlfriend's house. They want, as they enter, they want just they do. But at home, there is nothing. So how you go? So that's my fault that you're not having fun at home, and that you can have that fun with me 1,000,000 times in a day if you so wish. You will always come to me.
Once the man is married,
Yes.
he should be out of bounds.
For who? Life is preference, right? I like to date married men. You cannot date married men. Let me do what works for me. Primary thing that keeps the man coming.
Lulu Sebella, please. Lulu Sebella, please. I feel like entering the phone and slapping the lady, I swear. But if you see, I was furious when I listened to this.
Back is the sex. It's not anything. No. I'm going to go into sex a little bit.
Tell me more, mommy.
And the last part.
Whatever I'm doing with somebody's husband, I know that it is temporary. My feelings are in check.
Fake love, fake
there are
people.
boundaries.
Fake people, fake
You
love.
can't call them at a certain time. Whatever I'm doing with somebody's husband, I know that it is temporary. My feelings are in check. There are boundaries. You can't call them at a certain time. When they leave you, they block your number. So you text them anything after the time that you guys are spending, the message bounce back. And they are conscious enough to remember to unblock you the next day when they leave the house.
Try.
On a decrease. You know, some men decrease. That wife that they come and post today, oh, my wife is... They probably not even spoke that night before.
Period.
Yes, now. It's just fulfilling your obligation as a husband. And
You go post your wife on social media.
And you see why I mean that they are not, she, according to her, she's helping our marriages, not knowing that she's ruining it. Because if, for example, the wife was upset and maybe has been avoiding having any intercourse with the husband, and the husband is getting it out there, outside with a side chick, do you think that the husband will ever be bothered about the sexual well-being or satisfaction of the wife? No. And that's how it's going to continue to widen the gap in that relationship. And that's how the relationship will keep being strained. And that is how they'll keep living like strangers in their own marriage. There are people living like that, and she's saying the truth. So how, I don't understand how she can contradict herself, knowing fully well that there are people who are in marriages and they've been there for months without having any sexual intercourse, and you call that saving a marriage. So how is you having continuous sexual intercourse with a married man, how is it helping that marriage? That's what I don't understand. These side chicks, they need to be put in their places. They need to be put in their places, to be honest. To be honest, need to be put in their places. The fact that she even goes making plans on how to block numbers, talking about how men block numbers and all that. Anyway.
2 weeks they never talk. 6 months they have not had sex. So and they are just doing a married. It's just role, responsibilities that you're fulfilling as a partner to this person. Then that is
extraordinary. The girl is traumatized. Normal human being would not say that.
We rub your head, we pull your shoe, we massage your feet. You know, there's some men that don't drink at home.
Thank you, principal.
There's some men that don't smoke at home. They smoke outside. I can make you smoke.
You're just saying that side chicks are ruining our husbands for us. That's what they're saying. And any man, a strong-willed man, will not cheat. And so why is it easy for a man with a side chick to do certain things that he would not normally do at home with a side chick? Because these are men who don't have willpower. These are men who cannot control themselves. These are men who have low self-esteem, like someone put it down there. If you have good self-esteem, a confident man, a man with strong will, you will not even want to dare to do these extramarital affairs. Talk less of smoking when you've never smoked before. Talk less of drinking alcohol when you've never been a drinker before. Talk less of taking kai when you've never been a kai taker before. This goes a long way. And this can only destroy a woman's marriage instead of building it up. Because when I got married to my husband, he was not a smoker, he was not a drinker. And then suddenly he comes home, he's puffing. And you're talking to him, he doesn't care because he knows there's somebody that is condoning this bad behavior out there. So how is that helping our marriages? Side chicks are destroying a lot of homes. A lot of homes are struggling to resolve their matrimonial issues because side chicks are in existence. And the earlier men understand that what you're doing with a side chick can never give you the respect that you have at home from your wife, the better for you. Because she knows you have left another woman for her and you can still leave her for another woman. So she can never invest in you. And that's why the girl is saying that she can never invest her love for a married man. She said it. She said it. She said she tries not to fall in love with a married man. She knows she doesn't want to catch feeling for any married man. So married men, the ones going out to cheat, hear that. Side chicks don't have love for you. They're just there to catch their fun, get the paid, and they're gone. Mama, I disagree. The husband needs to be put to their places and discipline. An undisciplined husband will cause trouble. Yes, yes, of course, they are the prime suspect. Mama, I agree with you. They're the prime suspect, but we must not take it like, you know how we used to say sometimes like, oh, I'm not worried about side chicks. No, you need to be worried about side chicks because they're damaging your marriage. But the main culprit is the husband because he is the one who is literally created an open room for the side chick to come in. Because the side chick is just sitting there. They know they are side chicks. They know what their responsibilities are to get on with married men. So when the opportunity comes, they'll jump on it. But if you're a disciplined married man and you have a problem with your wife, despite the situation at home, you would not want to go and bring in a third party to ruin the secrecy of your marriage. That can only make matters worse in your marriage. A side chick will be a stumbling. Jinken Don, my darling sis, welcome. A side chick is only a stumbling block in your marriage. It can never be a building block. It's a stumbling block. And it will always be. It will always be. Okay, so that's that with the side chick. Now let's go to the Kobolistic Kobos part of it and we'll run up because I know Princess will be coming back. Daddy took her to the park. They should be coming back soon. But before I go to Kobolistic Kobos 1, please, let me just take this opportunity to thank every single person who actually sent a Bonhas gift to a Princess. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to call up, I'll call on Minister Mrs. Benjamin's show because that's where the funds were being raised. I will call on that show and I will give an account of how much I've actually received. so that people can actually understand. I always love accountability, is very important. So I really appreciate you all so very much. Everybody who has sent gift or sent a basket or fruit or whatever, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your support and love that you showered me and my family during this time. I really thank you all so very much. Now let's go to the Kobolistic Kobos situation. So this thing about Kobos is one of the most disappointing posts that I've ever seen a motivational vlogger or influencer put up on their platform. When I read this post by Kobos yesterday, that she put up yesterday on her page, Laugh and Learn Talk Show, I was like, what is she joking, or is she just trying to pull traffic, or what is she trying to do? Because I don't expect such a post from a married woman, for that matter, a motivational speaker and Madam Pastor. I did not expect that from that person at all. I'm going to church. We'll talk to you all. Oh, pray for us all, darling sis. Pray for us all. Pray that God will continue to maintain the peace that we are slowly beginning to experience in our community, please, sis. So this is a post that Kobos put on her platform. I want to read this post and I want to see your reaction. I'll read reactions. I will read reactions and then we'll conclude, and we can close the camera. So Kobos writes, please, if you feel like divorcing tomorrow because of your mental health, leave by 6 p.m. and go, but don't be surprised if you end up in l'hôpital Jamon for real madness. Check say outside na gale or ching ching. No need for plan, just pack cargo, go. A post, mama. Please, if you feel like divorcing, that's a post. That's a post. If you feel like divorcing tomorrow because of your mental health, leave by 6 p.m. and go, but don't be surprised if you end up in l'hôpital Jamon for real madness. Check say outside Nagale or Ching Ching. No need for plan, just pack cargo, go. To read this from a motivational vlogger, an influencer, as somebody with great standing in the community, I was so disturbed. First of all, it's making light of mental health. It's making light of mental health. Let me read. This person says, wonders, I want to believe that she was joking because that doesn't make sense. What? Jesus, when was that posted? It was posted 20-something hours ago, so like a day. Very bad post. First of all, it's making light of mental health. Mental health is something that the Black community takes so lightly, and that is killing a lot of people already. How many of us have mentioned underneath here that some people literally have lost their life because they were depressed? I've done so many shows about mental health situations on this platform. And to make light of it like that on such a big platform, it's very disturbing. First of all, one of the worst abuses that any human being can have in a relationship is emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is real. And it's the most dangerous of all the abuses, because the people looking from outside in cannot tell that something is wrong in that household. Unlike the physical one, where you can see bruises, you can see signs, you can see screaming matches going on. And so, if a woman is going through a mental breakdown in her marriage, the best thing you can advise that woman is to walk out of that situation. Is to walk out of that situation, because you can never get better in an environment that is causing you that trouble that you're actually experiencing, that pain that you're experiencing. You cannot get healed if you're in that environment. So why would you want to continue to be in a marriage when you're mentally being tortured in that marriage? Is that the advice that a motivational speaker would give if I were to come to them to say, I'm struggling in my marriage, I'm being emotionally abused by my husband, I'm being mentally abused by my husband? Is that the advice you're going to give me? That please don't think that is better out there. Just stay in there. Tie hard, my sister. Things go better. Just be there. Because the grass is not greener outside. No. It's better for that person to leave that abusive relationship and save their life and live another day, have an opportunity to make better of themselves than leave that relationship in the body bag. Or leave that relationship and go for good before their time on earth. Peace of mind is of the ultimate. Absolutely. Peace of mind is ultimate, my darling sis. Nobody should ever tell any human being that when you are feeling that you're emotionally or mentally being abused in a relationship, you should stay in that relationship. You should never stay in an abusive relationship. Emotional abuse is real. Financial abuse is real. Psychological abuse is real. And it must not be underestimated. Because a post like this is just promoting more damage on women's well-being. It's promoting more damage on the well-being of women. And we must discourage this. I'm surprised she still has this post up. Which is just stunning, because what she's trying to say is, if she's going through hell in her own marriage, she's not going to come out and speak. And we need people like her to speak, because they have the voice and people look up to them. We expect people like her to speak and say, this is a situation, I walked away because of this, and people can learn from her lesson. So she's trying to say that May Educhi should have stayed in her marriage with everything that Yul Educhi was doing to her. Is she saying that Chioma Chukwukwa should have stayed in her marriage with everything that she was going through? Is she saying Uche Jumbo should have stayed in her marriage? Toto Dike, all these people, even the local woman that is in the quarters, that the husband is damaging day in, day out, should they stay in their marriages because they're not sure about tomorrow? At least I'm guaranteed to be alive if I'm on my own. I have total control of my life if I'm on my own. I'm not being controlled by some human being called a husband. Yes. If we're talking about empowering women, this message is one that should not be in existence. Lulu says, advising the person to go if her mental health is being threatened is good. Telling them they will be in the hospital again is like telling them to stay. Yes, that's what it is. You're scaring them. You're telling them that, okay, you want to protect your mental well-being, go. But just know that if you're going, it probably will be worse out there. So what do you expect the person to do? The person is trapped. The person is trapped between two hard walls. What do you expect them to do? You need to, when somebody is in an abusive relationship, they need clear-cut advice, clear-cut guidance as to how to get out of that abusive relationship. What did Principal say? Principal says, those are the type of things that we do and say that gives those men to do what they do because they know we will tolerate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Because we're saying, oh, Kobo said the grass is not greener outside. I might just get even worse out there without the man. Are you saying that the abuser is going to support me when I'm mentally down? Is that what you're trying to say? If I go to seek help outside, it's going to be worse than being in there with the abuser? How is that person? I'll just read a comment. There's a comment that one of my big in school actually dropped underneath that post. One of my big dropped. She said, a lot of people were not happy with that post. She said, people don't know what it feels like to be in an abusive relationship or marriage. Outside, no be chin chin, but now inside be pepe. You cannot heal in the same environment that caused you the pain or hurt. Somebody says, my dear, at times, sense is far from Kobos. She needs to learn about mental health and then she will not make statements like that. Abusive men don't just get up one morning and start abusing you. There are always signs. When you see these signs, start to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially, getting yourself ready before it gets to the point where you have to break down. Yes. That post was very disheartening. And I'm saying to every young girl, any woman, if you're in an abusive relationship, if you feel like your mental state is at risk, my dear sister, seek help. If it means walking away, you are someone's daughter. Your parents need you. Your children need you. Your husband, probably, if you fall down dead, he's going to bring another woman. Before you know it, there's another woman in your matrimonial home. Is she sleeping? I probably have to take her out, otherwise she'll wake up. The princess is back and she's asleep. So we'll be ending the show soon. So, yeah, you need to seek for the help that you need. You don't want to go and be asking advice from people who will tell you that, oh, no. If you go out there, it's probably going to be worse. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Yeah, she needs to take the post down. She needs to take the post down. So many people out, if you go to the comment section, a lot of people are not happy with that post. Hello, sis.
Bella with the dimples.
Yes, my most curvaceous sis of them all.
Intelligent Bella will never disappoint.
Hi, sis. Yeah.
I'm disappointed with that post.
I am too.
Because let me borrow the word of a famous woman was more in Wanga. Live to live.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I have to say these things. If something is not going, leave the place. For your own safety. Before they kill you in that marriage.
Thank you.
How could Kobos of all people say this kind of thing? How could she even like that thing? What are the days when our parents stayed back to make sure that another woman didn't come into the house and maltreat us, or to make sure that they were there for us? If you are going through an abusive relationship, please leave. It will not stop, especially when the man is already seeing someone outside. It will never stop. You cannot continue killing yourself. Mental health is very...
It's real. And the thing is, so what Piki says, let me just call you sorry. The thing is, when you snap, when your mental health snaps, you can never be the same. That's what people fail to understand. You can never be the same.
From that post, it also seems like women leave because they want to go and remarry. Not everybody leave their husband because they want to go and remarry.
Exactly.
Because they want to go and even get entangled.
Thank you.
That's a woman who will go through bad situations and choose not to even get into a relationship with another man, just be themselves.
Yeah.
But please, just leave the house. It is very difficult for me to even believe that Kobos wrote that kind of thing on her status. It's not good. And with all the followers she has, little small people, the way they will look at like a good advice.
Yes, that's my worry.
We cannot keep on encouraging women to stay in abusive relationships. No, if it's not going there, leave. No can go quarrel for you for some money house just because you don't want to be divorced. You are thinking of what people will say or
if you quarrel or you cry, that guy is going to bring that side chick that you've been fighting him with.
The side chick will be at your funeral. She will even cook. That's the funny thing. She will cook at that funeral. She will be the one commissioning that man. That same night when they leave from there, she will go with the man.
The way my ghost will slap. In fact, my ghost would make them run mad on the street.
Kobos will rethink it. Not just see to that post. It's not encouraging. Because that's a very wrong doctrine that she's giving to our youth.
Yeah.
People need to start speaking up. Yes, she's a mommy pastor. I also understand that maybe she thinks if she says something, other people will contradict her like, mommy pastor, you shouldn't be saying this. But it's high time we started speaking the truth.
When it comes to mental health, you cannot compromise. When it comes to somebody's mental health, there's no compromising. There's no compromising.
Concerning the side chick who say they help and married men. No, mother, you don't help married men.
No, sister.
You don't help women stay in their marriages. You are a sex toy. No normal man will sex the woman 100 times a day because he knows that woman is stressed. He knows she has other things to do. But you are there. He's using you. He's sleeping with you carelessly because he knows that he pays you. Don't think you are too much. You are not too much. Aside from sex, there's nothing else that he sees in you.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some exceptions. There are stupid men out there who go and do nonsense, who even consider marrying you. But let me tell you, when he marries you, he's also going to cheat on you.
Thank you.
And when you marry the man, once you put to bed, you see that when he comes, you remove his shoes, you massage his toes, you sit on his legs, he touches her butt. You will not have time for those things when you start having babies. That's just a simple truth. You will not have time. And on the other hand, some of us women are the ones who really push our men out. I will never support cheating. Cheating is a very bad thing because there's some relationships that will never be stable again. Once you find out that a man is cheating, as a woman, first of all, it disturbs you. You always think of it. If you call and he doesn't take his call, what comes to your mind is that maybe he's talking with another woman. Maybe he's with another woman. It takes a long time for a woman to digest the fact that, okay, he cheated and maybe he's done, let things move. And even when she digests it and you guys are okay, there are times when you have the least mistake and you should think of
Waka waka. Welcome, darling.
So let's be guarded, please. That side chicken man, I bet
yes.
Men don't shift that own door talk say they help men keep their marriages. You are the one distracting that man from his family.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I blame the stupid man who cannot keep his steady leg in one position. Anyway, Bella, I don't go. But that Kobos post, I bet may consider that thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. Waka waka say I should drink this matter more. It make Bobby flow well. Oh, waka waka, the way I'm drinking it there. And hubby is buying it all the time. I can drink like 4 or 5 bottles of matter a day. Yes. Baby, if you see the princess, in fact, it's a good representation of what mommy is eating, the goodies that mommy is putting in her body. So literally, that's what it is with the Kobolistic post, and I hope that she's going to rethink and probably bring that post down because it doesn't sit well. It doesn't reflect her platform. So I really want to thank everybody. Princess is back. I can hear her, that little voice there. She probably wants to feed very soon. So I want to thank every single person. I appreciate you all so much for taking that time to spend it with me. If you're watching me for the first time, you're watching from the back, you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor to subscribe to the channel, like the video, recommend the video, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so whenever I come on live, you will not miss a thing. Waka waka, please try and watch the video from the beginning, darling. You would understand. I don't know if you were there at the back about this side chick which actually proud to say she's helping people's marriages. Watch it from the beginning. Bella, please come even once a week. I enjoy myself as always. All right, so I'll try. It depends. You know, when hobby is free to be around with Princess, yes, I'll try. I will try, sis. I will. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all so much for spending this time. I wish you all a lovely weekend. Extraordinary me, principled, darling big sis. Thank you so much. FBI clearance, Lulu. Peace person, my mom has picking my curvaceous sis, the one and only. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Jiken Dawn, fake people, fake love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. International boss lady, thank you, sis. I appreciate you so much. Beautiful Queen B, oh my loving sis, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And every other person that's there that I haven't actually seen. Oh, Vivi Beauty, Vivi, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. Prince Mervyn Nation, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. America and Wahala, thank you, darling. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate everybody for spending this time with me today. So hopefully I'll try next week or have another show so we can have some great time together. Please don't forget to like and share. And I'll see you all on our next show. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.